taken into the city town square, hung from their ankles, and cut them from groin to chin!
Prime Minister Carney is cutting $7 billion between Indigenous Services Canada and Crown Indigenous Relations. They provided $0 to deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+.
Let me hold your hand when I say this. We do not move to America because we think it's a better country. We move here because it's a little less worse than our other countries. Because you're stupid to think that we moved to this country for some hot dogs and some baseball. We have better vibes, music, food, culture, history, literally all of the above. We just move here because we are looking to make more money and offer a better chance for our families.
And I was a prosecutor in Oakland for 7 years. And it was very frustrating that many times it felt like the victims had none of the rights and the bad guys had all of the rights.
You're a member of the judiciary. Do you believe the president right now has been an agent of the Russians?
Yes, I think there's more evidence than he is. Yes, and I think all the arrows point in that direction. And I haven't seen a single piece of evidence that he's not.
At what point do you draw the line and not accuse the President of the United States without any evidence of being an agent of Russia?
Yeah, he's betrayed our country, and I don't say that lightly. I worked as a prosecutor for 7 years, and
Betraying the country, by the way, we want evidence before you say that, but you said an agent of Russia.
Yeah, he works on their behalf.
I'm not hearing the evidence that he's an agent of Russia.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. It's almost hiding in plain sight.
The question has shifted from whether the president is working with the Russians to what evidence exists that the president is not working with the Russians.
What are the chances that 3 or 4 women independently who never met each other would have similar experiences with one person? So either, Ari, this person committed these horrific acts, or he is the single unluckiest person in the world for these people to conspire and make up lies against him. But it's a very hard case to make, the more allegations that come in.
We are forced to raid the Rainy Day Fund, the Retiree Health Benefits Trust Reserve, and to increase property taxes across these other years.
Actually be building independent organizations on the basis of Marxist and revolutionary politics.
I was just at the session on the Palestinian resistance poetry.
I was at the transphobia session. It was really useful and I think also inspiring to hear about how we've been able to combat the transphobic far right in the past.
I was at the session on the middle class roots of fascism.
My thoughts and my prayers are going out to everyone. And I'm proud of everyone who's protesting peacefully, and I am sorry for anyone who has been hurt just for protesting.
The Iceman cometh.
Just at a session about resisting Trump's America and the popular anti-ICE rebellions, and I thought a really important key takeaway was the power and the heroic kind of actions of the working class fighting against Trump's authoritarianism and fighting against racism in solidarity with immigrants in the reign of Trump's terror.
The question is not whether we should be outraged and horrified at what's happening in the United States, but rather what are we going to do about it? One, protest. It's a constitutionally established right, and it's a right that Trump and his administration are trying to take away from us. So whether it's protesting on the streets, whether it's protesting on social media, protesting at work, however, we need to keep protesting.
Up with liberation! Down with deportation! From Palestine to Mexico! The border walls have got to go! I'm as mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore!
On January 20th, we are walking out to free America.
And walking in
to remove the regime.
We're walking out of work, walking out of school.
We're walking out of anywhere and everywhere.
Because it's past time that we stop cooperating with fascism.
Yes, do not compare ICE or Border Patrol agents to the Nazis. That's an unfair comparison. The Nazis were willing to show their faces.
They are going for all humanity this time, you know. Apollo was all white men, and this time it's not. And I think that really speaks volumes for the journey that NASA has been on. And this is a much more representative crew, and you can feel emotional about that.
My heart is aching, thinking about the people, the children, the families all over America who are being mercilessly targeted by ICE.
Congress has the power to remove a tyrant from office. It's not an option, it's their sworn duty.
So at 3 p.m., we'll start walking into local congressional offices to demand impeachment and removal.
We are peacefully demanding that our representatives file their own articles of impeachment
against Trump and senior Trump officials.
And we are demanding that they force a vote.
Donald Trump has committed tyranny and obstruction of justice.
And turning ICE into a paramilitary force is an act of treason.
On January 20th, we are telling our congressional officials that it is their duty right now to impeach, convict, and remove.
Impeach, convict, and remove.
Impeach, convict, and remove.
And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice, but I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy. And they think that this country was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left England because we wanted religious freedom. It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian and only if you're a white male, pretty much.
Don Lemon is a professional journalist. He and his producer were doing their job. Nothing more, nothing less. And he's been arrested. And they'll make up all kinds of defamatory things to say about him. That's what they're doing. This is how autocrats act. We can't fall for it. We have to speak up. When a red line is crossed like this, we cannot be silent.